Okay, welcome back to Saturday Maintenance. Today I want to discuss a little bit on my kicker that I run on the back of our offshore boat. A lot of people give me kind of a hard time for it. The basic reason that we run a small kicker on the back of our boat while trolling is basically boils down to the Benjamins, as in saving them. So we'll get right into that. Okay, whether you're running a two-stroke outboard as your normal engine or you're running a four-stroke outboard for your regular engine, and you're trying to actually troll with an engine like this, you're talking about a lot of maintenance and a lot of unnecessary hours that you put on this thing all the time. I mean, that's a lot. If it's a four-stroke, you're really racking the hours up as far as your larger engines. All right, but having a small kicker on the back of our boat, it made more sense to me to do this. If you're trolling dead bait, you're normally running max speed right around 6 miles an hour, which this will achieve right at 6 miles an hour for me. And if you're trying to troll super slow in the hot summertime, sometimes you just can't get that boat to go slow enough. You're dropping your trim tabs down, you're killing the engine if you're running two. I can put this one in gear, man, and it'll barely move this boat. It's perfect. I can troll real hot days and no problems, no issues at all. The next thing I like about having the small outboard here, it's easy to replace. I ain't got to spend $30,000 on another brand new four-stroke engine or another $8,000 or $10,000 for a two-stroke to replace that engine. It's just dragging along, while I'm using the small one. The small one's easy to maintain. It's disposable, basically, is what it is. If you kill it, you can go buy another one for $2 or $3 grand, or a used one for $1,000 or so. Put it back up there and you're good to go again. They're very easy to maintain, do maintenance on them, easy oil change, you do it yourself, it's not a big deal. This one is mounted on a Panther Marine 15-inch bracket. Does a great little job. I don't have any complaints with it at all. I mean, it doesn't push it any more than 6 miles an hour. That's plenty enough for me for pulling dead bait. If you're pulling live bait, you're running slower anyways. A lot of people give me a hard time about having this engine on the back. I'm basically one of the only people out here doing this in the ocean. But it makes a lot more sense to me. Money-wise, it's tough running one boat, let alone two. We have two boats. But this is the main reason for having this on here, is basically for money, man. I mean, it makes much more sense to me. We could put a trolling motor on here. I'm not going to get 6 knots out of a trolling motor. No way. Trying to pull dead bait. And if you take in do run a trolling motor, you get what, max hours, maybe 4 or 5 hours max on your batteries if you're lucky, running it at a max speed. So this is my outlook on having a kicker in the ocean, as far as I'm concerned. If it goes bad, I can just replace it. It's not a big deal. The only thing I don't have on this one is electric start, and it would really be nice for me to be charging the batteries, on my other stuff while I'm running this. And I don't think I'll have this put on if we keep the boat. But this is the reason that I run this in the ocean. It does a great job. The only odd thing about it is if you're running a prop washer bait or something like that, it's a little more aggravating trying to run it in the center. You have to move it to the side of the boat to get that prop, bait to work just perfectly like you want it to. Other than that, it's good to go. But you can kind of change the angle on it and get different things. And the fish seem to be a little bit more interested in the prop washer bait on this compared to some of the other engines. So this is a 4-stroke, and it gets great gas mileage. You're talking, I'm leaving out 3/4 of the tank. I can troll pretty much all day long, and I'm coming back in with just right under 3/4 of a tank. So it's really nice. So it's all about the Benjamin people.